heard from a cement vita herbal mixture ne capsules. Ubetumi afre numbers no so na oso ni omo atwetwe nkomo. Ya to adwumade no so sade baka kire the enche Dr. Enoch Wahene a champion and lawyer Evans Oseibonsu etnase. Na ansa no mo ebetnase no. Let's enjoy some videos. Now, Kwame, me down. So videos no I ready. Who the share videos nina in Gumwai. Na yemrana yebe twa a year yen kobono.
Mahama is a vote to protect our culture, to protect our family values. A vote for Bawumia and Napo on Mahama is a vote to protect our culture, to protect our family values. A vote for Bawumia and Napo is a vote for homosexuality, is a vote for comprehensive sexuality education, and Ghanaians say no to Trumu Trumu, no to Trumu Trumu, no to Trumu Trumu. We need John Dramani Mahama to come and sign the bill into law. Ayazu, if you love the children of Ghana, if you love our family values, if you love your faith as a Christian, if you love your faith as a Muslim, if you love your faith even as a traditionalist, you know that we do not support homosexuality. Napo must account for the money.
And let me use this medium to call on the Ghanaian people. The finance minister likes to quote the Bible. O ye people of Ghana, rise up in righteous indignation against those who dwell in authority and in the high places of power and abuse our trust and abuse our resources. If they manage our resources well, we will not need this new tax. Rise up in anger against it. This is the word of the Lord. And let me use this medium to call on the Ghanaian people. The finance minister likes to quote the Bible. O ye people of Ghana, rise up in righteous indignation against those who dwell in authority and in the high places of power and abuse our trust and abuse our resources. If they manage our resources well, we will not need this new tax. Rise up in anger against it. This is the word of the Lord. And let me use this medium to call on the Ghanaian people. The finance minister likes to quote the Bible. O ye people of Ghana, rise up in righteous indignation against those who dwell in authority and in the high places of power and abuse our trust and abuse our resources. If they manage our resources well, we will not need this new tax. Rise up in anger against it. This is the word of the Lord. And let me use this medium to call on the Ghanaian people. The finance minister likes to quote the Bible. O ye people of Ghana, rise up in righteous indignation against those who...
But the other videos...
President Mahama has been clear that he will sign that bill, and he has no option than to sign that bill. President Mahama will know no peace from Sam George until he signs that bill. And he himself has said that to the clergy, that as a Christian, as a member of the Assemblies of God Church, he will sign that bill.
A few moments later.
Regarding LGBTQ plus issues, it remains a highly emotive and sensitive issue, even in the most advanced liberal democracies. I explained during my recent engagement with the World Affairs Council that it's not the most important issue we face as a nation. We're still grappling with the provisions of basic needs of education, healthcare, jobs, food, clothing, and shelter.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
Last one. Hey, Randy.
Okay.
President Mahama has...
With grave concern, the rampant and unbridled increase in petroleum prices demonstrates that the Akufo-Addo government is insensitive and heartless to the ordinary Ghanaian. It is equally important to put on record that Ghana is a net exporter of oil. Therefore, when prices of oil at the international market rises, Ghana must benefit, and this benefit must be translated to the ordinary Ghanaian. When prices go up, because we're a net exporter, we gain more. And so it cannot be the case that international oil market prices are going up, and yet Ghanaians are suffering from the windfall that we make from petroleum exports. The recent increase have only resulted in worsening of the living conditions of the already impoverished Ghanaian under the Akufo-Addo presidency. One cannot but come to the conclusion that the Akufo-Addo-led government has run out of ideas. Hence, their decision to resort to such a rampant petroleum increase.
On this note,
And on this auspicious note, let me make it clear that irrespective of the 1 cedi, we are not going to see an increase in the price of pump price at the petroleum sector. It is only an intelligent government that can do this. No, it's only a smart government. It's only a government with acumen.
Na assembly na ekoso a eche ya adwen kakra ye nyina enim LGBT sensem a ye owura John Dramani Mahama ne NDC de ye politics ewo oman yi mu ye nya mpanyifo bebre mo do oman no tu mu even when John Mahama na enim se bill na parliament pass ni nkodu presidency no omo kan ya kosi se na adu danko akufo adomum ene ni paboni ni no pese Ghana fo nyina get involved in this act. Na ade ba ko enwane say NDC ba ban mu in the last 15 months no ye hu say owura John Dramani Mahama abiti a retreat as why U10 na U10 na why no enye surprising kesi because on the name say he never meant any of the things that he said during the election period but dia enwan why empanyimfo a omodo omanu tu mu e ka asem no e ma ne koye say Ghana LGBTs and na fa Ghana nyina awie over this period that owura Mahama I show clear reluctance say person ye adwuma we no on person or the LGBT man be ye adwuma bosho mo share ye abambag be so me pass in 2025 o man Sam George o mu no bia yedin some penyimfo nso anko mo na nketu ani aketo mo anim no dodo na yedin apart from Catholic Bishops Conference o mo de o mutu ho na mo ayehu I expect some be mo no asofofo na Dramani Mahama the president eko hia mo e wo dem ono mu din komo mo bomb nsam ni nyina no what is happening now? What Ghanaians are saying and say, why are they quiet? Ye papa mum imam for bako anota for the politics around na pro equation for 10 million Ghana cedis. Why are they quiet? Ghana for member ebante busa. Ghana for maba we busa. Nam ye ka say ye proper values. Say proper values no ye nya na. What has changed so much? Asema ye ka che papa no minan say ye Christopher, ye Muslim for Ghana for you believe in consistency, you believe in principle. We are calling on them to also engage the presidents. Nothing your mo ye na anu bi no for consistency sake. Omo fe owura Mahama, no omo fe na pamfo, no omo nya adwuma no, no omo make sure say LGBT bill no omo share ye bo no. Sa bo so no omo share no omo dia bemu. Ebio, you should also forget. NDC aban owura John Dramani Mahama ka che say or the a year person or buying the leading bill no echo 2025 almost several bills echo parliament and a certificate of agency yanti LGBT who sensem NDC were abnormal majority in parliament today, so there is no excuse. Never says I cannot NDC for campaign no mo ye and some kind if they meant it actually kasamre we are a woman as come pass bill yo comment o make pass bill no crowd without MPP for support. It's a Ghana ni na eno a oji tumu na eno a oka bi na eno na wa adwen wo se eye no kre na na do ni paboni ni a me se wo owura Mahama akam ya ti ase se bill no kwa na nkodu Jubilee House eye na do e na eye eti ye be sre eye ye papa no asofofo ye papa no clergyfo ene se ye de ese ekom de esre ane me eti ye be sre ye papa mo for that consistency se nkofo bisa. Why are you quiet?
Papa, yeah, try to bet yellow, and so, Nana Kwabe da say. Now, Doctor Nokowa Hene Champon at Nase. Now, wait a minute, Nana Kwabe. First one, Sam George, yeah, Mukaka, that Yentis
on Mahama is a vote to protect on Mahama. Is a vote to protect our culture, to protect our family values. A vote for Bawumia and Napo is a vote for homosexuality, is a vote for comprehensive sexuality education, and Ghanaians say no to Trumu, no to Trumu, no to Trumu. We need John Dramani Mahama to come and sign the bill into law. Ayazu, if you love the children of Ghana, if you love our family values, if you love your faith as a Christian, if you love your faith as a Muslim, if you love your faith even as a traditionalist, you know that we do not support homosexuality. Napo must account for the money he took on Mahama. Is a vote to protect our culture, to protect our family values. A vote for Bawumia and Napo is a vote for homosexuality, is a vote for comprehensive sexuality.
Baby, that's it. Hey, Sam George, what's yellow? A vote for Bawumia and Napo is a vote for homosexuality. And President Mahama and yen twabamano na ombe reverse sadia na ede o president ebe ka kire say enye no ekra de hia o tune ho say Dr. Enoch Owahene Chapo be ba kwa aba na mpacho wapo mu tse
Christ intimi ade hye
ye da ya nyame adom me so be ho eye wata de ye me fe
send me real man ka pa kan
oh we
real man ka pa ka sa ta de
ya tell me me fe pa something endowment and okay
College of Health Science
okay
endowment fund
F
ne braba ko friend braba du o asafo ona pa man.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and I own some African way be an studio hand on the Pama Bupi, Yahoo, and then the number by man or friend or fitter for us, a fitter motor hair. So,
Mate. Now, doctor, I'm here to move here. There,
Raho, but a funny, Machia, I have for now, Machia. Obibia n'enyume waji akunya na wuche enye se ebia yenye Nkansah ana yenim de chen wo na emome akunya na yenya ndi ye ba na ya bekire ya adwene ye fuma wo mfa nche keke you see videos na mo boy Sam George money okuje to mu cohort no de mesre MPP4 say yeah sa videos no ye nkoso mo but the bit about clergy ni CSOs we should forget about them. We should forget about them. We know they are NDC people.
Yeah, but Dr. Lawrence stated here they
are never neutral. At this point, don't expect themselves to condemn me. John Muhammad Bibi Obey to favor you. It will not happen.
Oh, Doctor says so condemn.
That be you see
Dr. Lawrence stated your kind.
Whatever they did, they didn't do it because they were neutrals and they had the nation at heart. It was purely political motive. Mischief and an way. Hiding behind neutrality, hiding behind clergy, hiding behind CSOs. And the years are there. Necessary and MPP communicators near the necessary. We shouldn't call on them to condemn. We can only play back what they said. Let's leave it for the Ghanaian to make the judgment. I am telling you, you will never get them.
But doctor, we hold them in high esteem.
High esteem.
Religious leaders.
Well, I mean, so you are trying to be mischievous.
But,
yes, but the point is that these people are not neutrals. They are NDC. And them hatches our agenda. Now they have won. Assemblies suffer penny. Mahama 1. No nye board director. Prison service. Mahama 2. Migration. But you know director. Assemblies when gamos and one. They are cost you an assemblies of God until Monty. Are you saying Saint Monty? No, the board so a director. Then in your time I say we are calling on them to come and condemn what? No. We should only play their voices, their videos, and speak to it. But we shouldn't waste our energy and time say you're calling on them what they did during our time. They will not do it. They will not do it. CSOs no. Say Stevie Mantiao. So you are on Facebook post now. Washoki I'm in shock you. And when I say all those people and some of them can here in the past, don't expect them to do same now. Because they are all NDC. Papa your Kwachina TV3 DBA.
Martin Pebu.
Even in government, opportunity will be bia and he wants to take a swipe at NPP. Yet Oyana catches one NDC.
There be a Kufuado. There be a Kufuado.
He want to take a swipe at us. Then he specifically wants to focus on another Nebusia. Yet you want to see them as neutrals. They are not. LGBT in some way are me, I am not surprised. Unim the India. And Solomon. So nimuno. Why?
Ochuro book could be President Mahama. You know,
Solomon.
Oh, that's it. Oh yeah, gay community. No, the
whole world. One of the people I can say homosexuality, gay group now. Why you are leading member or say you are founder or musikaye institutions ni organizations champions ani man or sponsor woman. The first time about Ghana. The first time about Ghana was when 2008.
Yeah. If I do.
When the current president was the running mate to former President Mills. And Oba Habesrano. Pictures are called round, sir. On an etna and passonia dea no mutua pictures ne sanioma a ba ya bedruyen. Do you expect, say, Wabeye president, he will speak against it and obey act against Sadio? Kiki. You see, Adia Bakwa or mining in an year catcher almost say, you see, the point is maybe in position and it is clear will be any. Sa LGBTQ. And this one, I said it when we were in government, and I want to still maintain the same position. Offer me video, be a call other stations. I still want to maintain that for consistency sake. Me say, Kiki, we don't need emra. Say codified law. Say I try to her say. Let's allow our traditions and culture and norms to deal with it. Why not so ye bema? Ewo Ghana ha obetimi aba mimi kroma dance abo number 2 emre bia ni ho ye ntwere hwe ye mfa hwe nko parliament president nsan hwe bo obetimi abegina mi kroma dance abo number 2 se obeware na ware na obeware no se ni kunu se ne yire ono ye bema ono enipa na obeware no so ye bema na obetimi aye saade ni wo mmara kra na enipa no beye ni wo no room obeye by a semen vampire. Would ye mumma ye traditions near norms near the no? And why in the Benya Kukudro Kumasia? Now, sorry, Ben, I saw for Bena, Methodists are now presby, so for now the because of a wedding. You don't need a law, but what the year politics, that is where the problem is. Because you see, norms, your folkways, and your ways, you see, folkways near say, in Nipabia, for instance, example. Oh, sorry, also choosing. If you decide not to brush your teeth, the society will not marshal its effort and come after you. By a norm, a rules of behavior, so sorry, also choosing. Oh, sorry, also barrier. Keke what they make your friend of folkways. Norms of everyday life are a boying, a shaping life. But what can you choose? It will not threaten the very existence of society. So the society will not marshal its effort to come after you. But when you go against morals, the whole society will come after you Why? Because it threatens the very existence of that society. Example, murder, incest. So and you don't need suffer so about culture. Or try na community ni chiwa yebeku. Stealing. Enuntina si echikronfo a na omutimi stripping naked no more than nam principal streets because ye jaima krono koso a ebe threaten the very existence of society. Homosexuality one of them because so jai say man na man na obi nkofa denchem se ne yere. That is the queer for no otimi sori anopa o say enne menye nipa bi o me ye knaman mon frɛ me knaman mon jai ma ye loss in the society tradition in dealing with these people. Bra mikro mbe kan kire wo ma me say me koware denchem na ma me no nkɔbɔ nana amane na mrantie wo krom honte na sade be kyewa o ta say because keke me emra no me kan ye ba bibia metiti wo mu say yesese obi yesa na uchi no kra ye say finding it guilty a o komu say mfie say mienso o say keke ubesi prison amano amo mo nko akotena ho ana asese keke o tin komo na say ubesi prison amo no nko ase won kotena ho ana na enfie miensa pe. It is not punitive enough. Me de menye lawyer ba me common sense kire me say sa enioma na hihiem say ye no kore de a enye punitive enough. But ni aba ama ye kan bie a politicization of this whole issue. Nkansah bie ni ho. But they set an agenda for the government because now 137 sometimes 137 138 and almost set the agenda and almost sponsor bill no just to set the government up because oye ho hwea enye and na oka say won pass ya hey when you asem so they set the government up and a politics. So the lives of some George Mubeye in the minds and the eyes of some people, they are the heroes, the people who were righteous. Our money protected the values and the culture of our society. And we pushing it through. And we be the core court. At the end of the presidency, will be the court. The president being lawyer or being a lawyer, he decided so be change. Na court processes ni nyina day abawiye nti ebeduru ho no mo no say if indeed he has to sign he will sign. On number of occasions president ejina different platforms so aka say enyo no na pay so ena obi kwaji bibi atum enyo mo ka nyina still and this was oboa. So what I say, President Mahama share asofo oka na nadu nko akoshi asofo no ka asofo no so boa sign ade no so yen mra ya gi atumu say asem wo court aye twen ma court ye dey ebu awie yet omo de ye politics wo man musa na nkofo kan we no kan we to the extent say Minister of Communication Eka say or my president says 7 days some days so he will not have any peace.
Yeah.
Or he will not know no peace. Our country how be man aswan she. Akosi say anything I make us say the so-called neutrals now we should forget about them because they are never neutrals. We should see them as part of NDC. Now you dealing with them, you dealing with them as NDC, but not neutrals. What I say, people hide behind neutrality to spew political garbage. Well, yeah, party we pay offer. Now then a party now supporting a papa. Offer say they will be associated with a political party. What I say, and no more pushia na bedru sa abreya ya bedru. Nanka ne papa mua. So now say. The opponent in this one, yeah. Now the old bar obey. fine when you 1 year all the bills are opesa o pass here said all kind under certificate of emergency now we pushing it through near also will repeal now within the 1 year we repeal what has come off sir proper human and sexual a lawyer for na terms I don't want to worry myself over it what I say I'm na wo term betimi aka sequentially am na sisi so ye de ye to brum but ye kire adwene afa die ekoba ya Lincoln University so wo bebo na abaso ama no honorary PhD and almost say I LGBTQ nsensem koso o man ni mu agitations ni ade na omonti ni position na it appears say he is not in support of LGBTQ neoman jene sa de abaso body no omomfa ma no tio that is the crack of the matter university bia me ma me mo amutie mi asem ni nyina ni university bi wa America memu Lincoln University e wa ma no ni e no mo say omo pese omo bo president Mahama abaso ena o mate say Ghana hayen so LGBTQ nsam so na president Mahama pe position no o she bo se oba obehye mra na obesan nanka abane whatever enti they say na nam sa eboshe na o she ye no nti omuhu ne say enya ade a obema kwan ma sa ade na akoso enti eni abaso body no award ne doctoral we no omode ma no nyina no omaje omade omomfa ma ne bi onti program no ma dey oma cancel oma suspend senior beya international community ni behunu say adwene omo wo efa ne ho say wo support enti saa dinanie e wo say openly oka bibi ne confirm say abo eno de media politics keke na se mo won nkofo sika bi amode be sponsor nkofo ene emmoa bi amode be boa wo mo a mu betimi de ababua wo mu na me de saa de ne kra nya me priority case close e ho na asem ni gina enye yen no odwene ye ho ena nyi obi right e international community because of Lincoln University decision omuteki here omuteki on say 2 weeks krama ena president abeka sa asem wi until now the international community na hunu say hey Ghana there space wa ye betimi identify nkofo bi di sika akose wo machi amoma pushi sa agenda no
because we see enya no hia no
obi apebi obi betimi and so now you don't be surprised say very soon you hear people in academia with academic achievements and titles our mo best study
but I like that too ebi adodo na like you say international community naka and you can so obeyi na no but indirectly don't make say before so enti de mu pa bia mo meye
Lincoln
but you can say ade no de hu say that here yes sir de mu pa bia ye lose
that is it
opa yeah opa menye
and one Lincoln University for no suspended the plan award ne sa honorary degree PhD we no yes o me de man no o ma suspend say o mo susu say ono na adwene mu no o ma kwan ma sa ne o ma ne nkoso because sa no kan opposition o bai o mo ntehwe nje ne sa de a sa program no kroma eden o ma suspend enti indirectly also can be ne ye carrying with the media because he's the president of Kasa media no so be pick ebe cover o kan yen na cover ya discuss so indirectly he has replied the international community so it is not his focus for now and you don't be surprised ebe ye kakra we say nkofo bi a the so called human rights activists ne be start no benya media houses bi start interview wo invite wɔn de wɔn akɔ studios a start a champion na start ba eba pɛ don't be surprised if NDC for be start yampene na kwa say yen na ye bɔ ho ban nkɔfo bi pɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ ɛna yɛ si yampene na ɔmo agitate. It is all a setup. Keke so ati ase ha intermediate
because you say Sam George no kra said ye na wo shas ye wo ka say onye obetwe na bo so de ye no kra wa ye di eti ebia ya omo ato omo fo sabu nyebu nto ni da na de ne e ya ye
what you say enti say na be ba so amo be mo international community funders ni donors na omo ho on betim discuss brain kofo amo master tia agitation what you say enti near us you from that angle no and yamma ye nuanom ne ye mane ye wo faase fo no ntiase se ade bia ndisi be ka kire wo no hweni mienu kasa se bi o mo kan bia o mu ni adwene pa o de me say in the coming weeks I am not a prophet, neither am I a seer, but I can assure you, say with this statement, it will open the floodgate for people to begin to make these commentaries. Now I think of us starting now. Yes, started discussion ibio. Yes, started discussion ibio. Until benya professors ni ade omo be started abebe studio Nkansah studios abeki ka champion some human rights stuff. Keke nia konko ho no de me si me nigidie bia wo obia mu say ndc mu so mbetimi a ba me position ni say and I want to reiterate it.
Okay.
Mumma kwan na your traditions no you hold on nan you safeguard some of these things because say be politics say the NDC for their politics here you lose the fight.
But Dr. Enoch Owahede a champion or the Ensabdo Atuja Infodina no wecha edi achire because we share the NDC for can opposition. Then for President Mahama ebe president Catholic bishops he called ho that President Mahama afobia waye hu de don wa kan bio eche ya be show no so the video ni yi achire then Sam George de yi chire that President Mahama ono so de na no tu mu bi no Catholic bishops echo nche ya so obi into the baffle said the Dr. Owahede champion ekan and award no ya fama because in opposition a brand no opposition na ban mu ebi no mo Nkansah ade international community on betu me amia yo de hu problem but san komo ni nyina akoso NDC force that Sam George edi baby then the award university and fama wa said the doctor can do a big simpie so and ade no de me kura no duane ne hia bread and butter issues and we here homo say said the man LGBT no kura de nyame ade a me dwene ho kura. Then the Sam George ye dede say a vote for Baobia and Napo is a vote for homosexuality and they could be said to say a wasam no Kwaku say ya or say also bet to be akemi also wano kona kokebi lawyer Mama Kwaba now we ye diamias
machia mikro muhene nana asenso kofo abebio usa adwuma kase de e ka ho ne agya santeman si ho tumi say ekura ne dine pepa wa asasi so da na machia nana akwabo a kontine da bia obi anana ma otiri nkwa na mechia esere nkwa tenten de ma akwabo a kontine na wasa mechia me boss nana obi bo ahe eseja ono na ma ye bia etina yene ne ye adwuma bibo han chambers bibo han na so sweet nso nya me ye chambers ene the secretary for nyina Collins Sanchi bobo adwuma ne slime ane edamo so nche o nyina na keke machia Ghana for enso Dr. Forisa Ponso mi remfi no na Nana wa uboni din da biye. Na me kono.
Nkansah. Yeah.
Yes.
Nana ikwe.
Ndoba ko. Okay. Say homosexuality ni umu.
Yendi ka fa no sha say it be say chire no. Abia pics and then be very much interested so legally in Abia actually eba pick other fidie yako and also it's homosexuality LGBTQ plus nini
wakra nti me kan da bia na not from LGBT na mentia haji alaskela na keke ohu ni se ye yimra kra na say yasemra te say yamamre ne yamane na yamane ne yamamre no eno ankasa ne esan yemra wo your customs and traditions your practices na your practice na yemra enti omayimra the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana I just am running to read the article 11 clause 2 article 11 clause 2 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic or say omayimra ne de ka ho bi the common law, and the common law comprises of what? Your traditions and your customary practices. That means that offer Dagomba for, offer Mamprusi for, offer Asante for, offer Bono for, offer tribes in Yina Kwa for, offer Chese, Frafra for, your customary practices na a law by virtue of Article 11 Clause 2. Of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Inti, whilst I adopted the common law no English-speaking countries, on my own bedi subia, momra omdidi, omomino, and also ya adopted. But a common law no, what the year juma a persuasive effect, but any binding effect. There may pass a michrimune say, your customary practices no. Omumre yamra na ye de ebu ye man te say na nanu mama ne o mamamre a ye no eno nye persuasive effect eno it binds us in this all corners asantefo amamre no hene e be ye bibi ofra kontom ye funno mo ye yi a e binde ye nsa asantefo amamre no so okona obi di ehuo e wosremu a di ehuo no ye na amamre ne na mane enti di ehuo no nso it binds us but so offer the common law na o fa fira buruchire te say bi South Africa English for no colonize wo mo oko bibi te say bia India English for no colonize wo mo enti omo nso mra o madini ho no eno so ye mra wo ha but eno no e wo persuasive effect it does persuade the courts edimi edada court ne kakra na no nkire say court no it binds the court in the absence of say ye ni mra wo ha no then we rely on the common law say mra bia ni ha dia then we will rely on the common law na say common law no ye be rely no ye dia ye adwuma. But in as much as I away mrawaha, now your customary practices by virtue of Article 11 Clause 2 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. That means that customary practices, your traditions, and BBA, a mra de yejuma. And what you know, so offer your mrano, your money and your mamrena, and ya dia frafra for omope sa LGBTQ no. Oba Sante form pe LGBTQ no. Oba Dagomba form pe LGBTQ no. Oko ehene fa tribe baby bono form pe LGBT ana oba yesum religious practices religious system enso ye de adwuma no eno nso enye LGBTQ no enso ntu etito be hu se na kire se sa yamamre customary practices ni nyina by virtue of Article 11 Clause 2 no eno nso enye sa ya de ni ntu because ye de ni nyina ene natural law senya natural law kra natural law no te say de nyankopon ahyehye the natural law theory ye no kra free ho na legal moralism ye won crophobia legal moralism moral wa esupapa ye what theorist bia omo ye esupapa ho adwuma ebi ne dabbling sa legal moralism no omo suggested that the law should uphold a society's what shared morality. The law should what? It suggests that the law should uphold society's what? Shared what? Morality. It is society's what? Shared morality. No, ebini sense we morality ya densinia. Enye suban papa. Nti we suban papa die no. Eno nkyere se oba ne bema beda. Bema ne bema beda. Ana oba ne oba beda. Eno ne ye customary practices no. It will theorists be like Patrick Davlin. Omu nyina no me abrofo. omo ye theorist omo believe in legal moralism omo de ne say ade bia nyankopon aye na yesu bampa eno ne yemfa nya adwuma apart from the natural law no na ekire wo say oba ne bema na hia mu na omo awo for procreation. It's natural law theorist ewo ho ana legal moralism enforce ewo ho omu nyina no empene sa LGBTQ no they say bema ne bema beda anase oba ene ne ba, and by virtue of article 11 clause 2 enso aka say your customary practices as a common law comprises of what the customary practices and your laws are yenya free English for no and our common law countries no, but those common law countries in the law it does not bind us, but it has what a persuasive effect, not just a convincing but a binding. By yen and nanamam refra force the umusishe or matare, asante force the umusishe or matare, asante force the umusini or bano or bada, bemada, ye force the umusini bemada, and not dear it binds us. So the point is, a then and anuya, sanyama we abba. What the wise need seeking to do, they say, oh yes, I didn't dear, ope busi or ope dear you yet the bemam. Now by beyond percent ne pencil or best of financial is a win yeska. Inti o position no I started say obes say nimia aka kire ne say nimia no and the person we what so sa again lesbianism no so e bi na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I mean no disrespect to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on any team e sha ase so moye headed by Sam George. You imagine some be criticizing Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the former Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, say Omo Memoni again to the extent say I mean no disrespect to Dr. Napu. Omukra describe say Dr. Napu eka omo yesane man hu bi. Eti omo di omo ba ya ombetwam to the extent said Sam George ya watu WONTUMI radio mu without any justifiable reason. Because when you say WONTUMI radio,
so a cow.
Bebre mama fotie na the reason om de to WONTUMI radio me bagism reason de to WONTUMI ayinum say mu renew every year bia no every 5 years bia mu renew but every year bia mu tua ehun sika the ten say mu renew year no ma ne enti wato WONTUMI radio e be sisene owura Sam George WONTUMI me WONTUMI radio no hwe yen hwe MPP beba power no so ba power ne say NBC radio stations na we yomo sa ebeye fe pepepe yebeye adwuma. Such a person ono ankasa na edi na afi ode bill edi koto parliament ese yen hyemra e wo ho mane meye act na law ne hyemra ne wia na beye law a yen fancy nanado ekwan bi ko nanado ne team nyina no omo ye gayism and lesbianism ana omo ye because you need strict law punish say nipa na wo ho enti yenye bi mfamra afi ya na me fan say parliament ne eguye ko parliament ni hobie ada nyamencha do mo amoka ho asem na mo ana mo nso mabaso. And those who preach what Babylon shouldn't practice what Babylon at their backyard, because if you preach Babylon you should not practice Babylon. If you preach against Babylon you shouldn't practice what Babylon at your backyard. Afi de mo sankrofo we no mo baya enam sika aborofo de bebma mo ntino said bill no be san de akoto or private sponsored bill no. President Mahama wo hon ma say there be bill no SSNK de kwahye ye various syllabi emu enti wo de kwahye syllabi ni mu a na che say mathematics a ye de gayism and lesbianism ni bi akwahye the syllabus mu then other so ebia religious and moral education yem fan kwahye mi nkyerɛkyerɛ nkwala from primary school enti mfie sen ye de be kyerɛkyerɛ mo awie abraga na betima tena se ayamra a obi betimi de bill akọ. President Mahama fi say Sebio and Dimami no distress on Unkwani Yansani, and he's so smart in such a way that so bit more smart the good people of Ghana. Actually say yes, the question syllabus. Somebody who was preaching against Babylon and practicing or preaching Babylon, also practicing what Babylon at his backyard. After the President Mahama and saying now the doctorate honorary a year or kwakwaje yam fire the man I asa revoke no. After the wabejina ho say ade here bread and butter. And yes, I am away here. Let's see the video. Or say they're Ghana here and bread and butter. Adriani be here, then lesbianism. This is a way it borders on interpretation. Because a president in a can summer at all the call by dream them and some what you are saying will be a friend interpretation. Yes, I will be managed room.
President is indirectly telling the good people of Ghana that say, "Dear eboda ye bread and butter there." That means that aduane Ghana for be ni here. Enti onko kan gayism and lesbianism asem na ya mani sika. Na mmom obe make sure so obeye so kataso mumu aso na abrofo no de om sika abre no. Na sa abrofo no kra me ya pass mra na ya pass. That is the interpretation. That is my understanding of what President Mahama said. Mementi ase no no. That is exactly what President Mahama is seeking to tell the good people of Ghana. The person catch Ghana no. I say bread and butter. And adie here and one do pray aduane ebedie. So aduane ebedie dia indirectly he is telling the good people of Ghana. I say lesbianism or peneso enti abrofo no onko ka o masem enti abrofo no mfa aduane no nye den emre. Now chief imam ewo hene. Now asofo ewo hene. Now prophets ewo hene. Now evangelist oduro nom ene ade omo wo hene. Prophet oduro ene pastor oduro and omo wo hena afedi omo nkasa ntia enkasa nchenchem na afedi omo condemn say president if amnesty from never private sponsor bill na fako afedi the president say on pen private sponsor bill na emu mo pede parliament na nkasa enye private sponsor bill president yo ye ni nyina ye krokro de jon I'm telling you opeso ya to deceive the good people of Ghana ese ye ni beba ye ho so ana no wa ye din onka gayism and lesbianism asem the obeyane say na memu na free so na the open na na nsa atimi aka. Is that how we reset a country? Keke mibisa kwa ya fa so ye de reset a country no na any kwa so yes so ye president a waso afenamu na wa soe. And every day I talk about the preamble of the 1992
okay obi base no ebi obi o yes o feel so a year about homosexuality in Cronibam. Or shall also not get to Abama?
Absolutely. Oh, and to me, now with the same wavelength. It will be here whom gazing or the a sort of funny bibri etutia. Nanado dan Kwaku ado amemu. If we say, Omu say President Mahama de Oba be gayism and lesbianism, if you all LGBTQ, every honor. And let their presidency Yamfanko share various syllabi. Because Yamfanko share various syllabi mua or yeshia enye. So members of parliament omo te hoye den. Yakaso be a member of parliament and quite know you. They are there to make laws. What you say na court no so church them. Because they make laws. It's not every law that they make that they themselves understand it. So Supreme Court tries to find the meaning of the omo person omo kire. Because at times omo kura law na the framers no omo kura no ebi no munim the omo kire yi. But Supreme Court bet ma kire omo adwena na omo person omo de yes ade ni. So parliamentarians ni go parliament wo ye den a enti omo ntimi make it laws no. Because the oye nyina na say sika na ye de beba na obey American for me more skabium. Country we me more skabium. Country we me more skabium. Enti no de on ka ho asem. Eno so na wodi ye campaign edi tu obi di free so. Keke enye izo. Let me tell you, it's just like a Russia-Ukraine war. Enye no na omudi boy ti say ye say Russia-Ukraine war. President Mohammed na ha Ghana ha kan say na Russia and Ukraine kwa. E kwan tentene ntina wodi be free Russia be duru ha. Eye den na be affect Ghana. Enti bit ma affect NF we saying 1 liter is saying 15 adru 15. The boy fuel. No. Let me tell you, iron Ross 17. Iron Ross and Neyama to Iron Ross. Next week, almost 2 cement more baby. A woman the better cement.
Inflation last year, inflation last year 3.2.
Next week, on
inflation above.
Yes, but on inflation was down by cement cost. Now, a new 1 month time now, better Iron Ross ball. Wow, person could be a cotton and temgu. Since come over there. So when Nana make a chance say, you see, when the fundamentals are weak, you see, lesbianism and gayism will expose you. Story be expose you. What you say? When the fundamentals are weak, who say, sir, cement prices best start to say a cost, it will expose you. And to no cry a back pet. So I am until I make us say, also afternoon. Anna, you use the preamble of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Waka say, Wankasa obe uphold, you protect the people, the fundamental human rights, everything. Also, that is the preamble of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. The Biameka said, I did be what the 1992 Constitution in Bia offer the preamble na. Ne fapem na, is this one na. a beginning of a we the good people of Ghana, and I say in the name of the Almighty, we the good people of Ghana give to ourselves this particular constitution which shall secure our freedom, fundamental human right, prosperity. A beckoning in a gazing in our capture honor.
Let me but I think Dr. Eboso, and you also made an allusion to save. She said gay community no one year papa.
That is so.
Now one name a year or you today one love Kubolo. A branch na on Shempabua Aisha Bibesi Dross on Shibino. Who saw those bill ye buy na no lady engine. He said you're the President Muhammad, the stance no. Then near Jehu papa. Or no on yet for saying also so cry. But he said one love Kubolo, the musician. Or no Ababetro, our ex. Say yes, he said position of President Muhammad will take it on the year LGBTQ. Or in fact the need Jehu papa. But this was one critic of a year bill. It said the need Jehu dia. And yet, said you're not Dr. Akans. He said no, we beam and he gave for no beam at the amom. He said no, yeah, no, the hiano, yeah, boba, and no.
Nakeke say European Union crown parliament to so court. Ekra the ruling about and our judgment say Obana, Bemani, some court, so international court, no crown at the aba. So many. You African charter ne one UN charter omuni nyina no see esane mana wo wani wo so say opesa wo ye no e wo so say affect or custom and practices e wo memu ana because na Dr. Ekano the customs and the practices of the good people of Ghana no e bia abhor sa lesbianism no and as gayism and lesbianism LGBTQ e makwan ya mamre ne ya mane so wontimi mfa cultural borrowing e me undermine your rights and answer your money ni your mamra practice woman. So
lawyer Evans Osei Bonsu the day and what yano or the doctor Dr. Wahine Champon and a Waha Mesa crossover na Chrebasaba lawyer so and gay community no but with one love the United say any job say bread and butter issues. Na cheso mo ayam hihyo say chenchina emra beba no President Mahama promises emra beba no say o say anye no kra de hia no eti omo kisi ewo ye no ho no obo betumi aba no mo aba be kisi he said ye biem obi aye free ye dwe bread and butter issue ho amofa LGBTQ ho sensem entu ba bi kra na yenkoye dim sana President Mahama eka edi a kire Ghana for na Sam George ye behwe ye nyina ye ti obayimu na most credibility si say ye hu udwane ede free x omo atata no udwane free x that's Sam George for you but doctor ye be koye nim ye be rather matters right that with other matters no topical issues are ewo ho fango de no si say de kwana air cosro eno eho ensem ewo but lest I forget yes, Swami interchange, where they just by the road, some Swami interchange, work set to begin. But my question, I mean, since say no more Baba Shay Jubana Seno, I believe say your 4th year now, no more the air bray, and you 2th year, 1 Juba, and no more Baba with soul source and seven, ye didn't come up, soul source and seven, my own Sika etaho. Eti ye say hopefully next week Swami interchange, omo esa twa adwuma no so and I do believe so omo twa so aye 4th tier no e dia mai so sin ye sika kom no kire se sika wo ho omo betumi e wie and so kwa de ye hu sika no ya ye ho adwuma wie be 2022 enti no so ho ensem e wo ho do ma ye behwe electricity we say so ya de ba ko adwuma no omo edum no ye dim de e koso pedifo ye dim de e koso ada kanye no duma na eno so we say so there just by the way before we just appeal find good name be what are the challenges because it's becoming just too much but doc we be our pick and some be a beka
yeah keke me da say yeah to us fuel and this is how am I person starting?
But wait there, doctor. We are not wait there for Chamikaka. With fuel the other now, Bema, Abia, the Met to be the Akamame. She said that there are calls. Send Levina, a better soon. Yen free home, me bo a year John Chinapo video beer in opposition, or not, I say, and as a bar baymo, or say a year dear be increasing fuel prices. She said, dear no so no Kwana air cost. There are several calls said there. Someone see the levy no crowd, almost a year for my dog meeting.
You give me that. You see, 1 levy per liter normally close. And yet per gallon per liter. Until 1 gallon of fuel be NDC for 4 cedis 50 pesos. And then I'm catch it. Almost say energy sector. ECG grid koni net koni the all the coast. A cow. Inti yemfantu fuel so na ukoto petrol matis kandi akoma wo na keke die are ho no kra ne so mo start tisi kana kra na so mo say dum light kra omo de koto so say omo pesika wo ai petrol so ni ade na yete de koma wo omo promises say light ni begina so no sisi kra de afi kra na omo dum light kra no kra na ebufu no omo pa omo nte so omo po omo nyimfiri so omo po mano ho omo na wa bem na niami kan keke ne o se Ghana ni bia ate ase ne se sisi ya ye wo mu idie e ndisi aban na ato petrol e trotro driver na uko pump ni atuma e ndisi aban. And my statement is going to be based on omo utterances in the past and when they came to government the first 1 year. NPP timer fuel per barrel ya borrow over $120 per barrel. Na ye buy local hanuma na nebo kosoro. NDC for the year campaign magana will be agitum say yen nanado danko kufuado aban ene ye nipa bone awudifuo ena to ano moto petrol. No money mu pote pa say petrol no international market price ene determine. Yet omo the year campaign kaya mane koye say omo ba petrol bete so. Coincidentally first quarter of 2025 years an international market started say a drop from over 120 a buyer beduru $62 per barrel. Na arehosem e wo mu ni say NDC for unu mu hia obaabia ato is forcing aban papa ba enti na petrol yate so almost importe pa say international market na petrol bo aba former beduru $62 per barrel. No o catch omo de omo mpese omo betie omo say ye omo nhyehyeye papa ene modern ma omo ye dey e bo wa aban mu enti na ama petrol so ate wo Ghana. We were telling them say there be ye wo ho no na eye over $120 per barrel. Mo ba ye coincidentally mu be shia dropping we pricing na price na kwa na ekofom e baya beduru $62 per barrel. Enu anom enye nhyehyeye bia because uni say international market am say da aban papa ba ato is forcing omo kan ya ma ne to Ghana fo ne bitirimo e ma ne koye say wo mo na ate petrol so ana keke meboa o fa ba bia na obi ahia o se na se de kofi esi ate petrol so idie se mu 2028 mo be ne dey se de kofi ate wo kan bibia se nya wo mo na ate petrol so na international market almost said the NDC for both keke when shall be or catch us at all for sender
baby that is possible
say aban papa
it was the mantra
aban papa ba ato is forcing. Fine, fast forward. A year then I fed your motum. Huh? A year then I fed your motum. Until I fed your betima kojina baby, I can say. And you want a motum, a baby, na mamutum. A brand so tiana, the Muslim on a mortiso. Huh? But here to me, the Muslim yamwa. Now, why? About from the Mose, more ato is forcing. Now, say, ato is he not forcing again? And now, after 1 year, I buy Papa Nagu. Keke, these are the issues I see a bisau. Say, ato is no more force, Nana. Now, 1 year buy, I buy Papa Neshe and Nagu. The point is that petrol pricing, Ghana, all the way taxes out the gusu. And you know, determine prices. AOMs is in the Kofabau. Oil marketing companies, no OMs is on the Kofaba. And depending on the international price or Kwaku or bar and Intina Swasha, all the companies at home food or Ghana Hanum, no prices in your pen. As no beyond the ordinary the edge, I buy any control. Yet NDC for pushing it through the throats of people say a woman she say me person meti bibia say enye ye too. This is the angle we should go.
Oh yes,
forget about the kind of opposition. Let's focus on 1 year and some of kind say omo na ati petrol so in this what so 1 year now you draw attention. So there be an international market compared with ours. Yeah, the was double the na unyan is here. Almost that I buy papa na aba. Ato forcing is forcing. So now what has changed? Me person met say sinto kobiesi baby. Ghana ha meto bomb to her. Keke wo sire na o man ka bi. President Mahama Nkansah say on the way sika no. I say na Ukraine ne Russia ko ayen e fa ye ho ben. China President Mahama NDC. O say na President Ukraine and Russia omo ko a yen Ghana de e fa ye ho ben no de nsa bo na bo. Owie no sa be kire mu say wo fu plane na o ka say wo ko Ukraine. Huh? Over 7,000 kilometers. Now bomb to baby 7,000 kilometers. Then I got in Yansun. As more kind know. You see, and until I can say, Unya Konya now Kasa, touch the my pro. No one shed. But
this no more Bibia who answer.
No one shed now. They say, Omun. Many NDC need to program last 2 weeks. I was Kesby. Topic we are here discuss. I'm a born your phone program. No, you see, almost. I say the money. Yeah,
yamo.
And I'm saying, Minyamo. Wow. I am one masem. Me kwa na call online. Never download videos. Almost some na yana. Almost canibi. Ndiedru baby na oji achinyi pe no ma forward am producer me se me de time nyina ma mo sa video no ne wo kae enti wo kasa no I careful so wo kasa no I careful and I'm saying we want to hold them to what they said in government, yes. Not even in opposition. Simplicity. They said when they came to power. Within the last 1 year, Bibia was about NDC for Shisha and Mama Petrus Watie. Na afie koye dey and they say mo hyehyɛ na gu na adwembɔne aba mutirim na mo se yɛn na yɛnyɛ ɛna na petrol at the time I free so na say per liter kekere say 14 cedis
14 so mo hye da
14.75 and 14 as of 6 January I hand over midnight now 14 cedis 75 pesos per liter.
Yeah.
And they say,
15 for a year, liter. Baby, yeah, depending on baby Alberton. And diesel, the item mostly 17.
What it means is that I am telling you, say petrol bonus cost international market ekoduru NPP time $120, $130, $150 per barrel. I am telling you, we may buy it around 20, 22 cedis. I feel no be able to say petrol sem na NPP for na ye 3 more than na ya bon. And na price na air cost so. Name purely demand and supply at the international market. Obi any ho so odi dwa person oboka. And the business person call international market. Near say $150 per barrel. Obeto anaunto. See what is say Martin mehuno news portal ni bi. Though I have not verified. Say no credit ya. Say MPA boss say your war raise for 7 days.
For 7 weeks.
7 weeks.
Yeah. Also for 7 weeks. He says I want to come on enough. Price and there we have supply that
less than 2 months.
Yeah.
Enti CCR Ghana for NTRCSA Ghana ye petra wo ha ya kraba OMCs die ni nyina ran ye reserve ni nyina. See your international market ni anya bia anpa after 7 weeks. Ye petrol ni diesel bibia be short wo mining. We nya me na maker. Tina maker say me verified
for 7 weeks.
News me hunu news portals ni be report say MPA boss say your 7 weeks buffer.
Yeah.
I bet me lasting. Na nya re hosem. And keke see your international market na ye nya bi anto. Maybe 7 weeks obi abe pack in the car.
A little over a month too.
7 weeks here, less than 2 months. And the April, May beson no na se yenya bi ntoya. O bo siuta. Na ne o kwa adwuma no o do siuta hye o bag mu. Na o hye shi we untimi fa 19 frifie. O be perfect hye. Ko se na be easy way. Obi abe nante. O ta say, and these are the issues I will say. Keke ye nyina ye hwe na ye ka ho asem say the rate at which enioma say no areho couple with all these no matter how to electricity mu adena mutum no kra na ka light ni gina so akeke nkanya meya so oma tum no over 28% no ena nka keke ka light ni enya bia enka ha adwene o utimi krafi o kona light o obedu adwuma mi adum light o se ene ma me mre fie me ye adwuma obetu ka obeduru fie na hon so ye adum light unti wo won say afi ye adum light wo adwuma ma na wote ho because o obekọ fie na light ni ho ebi hon so a omudum na enche na aba eno kra na e mabufu no within 5 to 8 minutes ombetime adum light na son be 6-7 times adai utanyi ya fridge unioma nyina o gadget nyina besese adai medisi na menu abamu no keke ade bi a ekoso e wose nyina ye hwe na ye ka keke okomo ya o ekom eya eno nem ekom ne ma ni bi sabe omutimi ekom de no de no ho ko ma obi se ne be obedidi a teacher for ye adwuma keke a teacher for ye adwuma for 14 months yentua wo mo katie o teacher ni ne koya agitation ekopekete se na be ya mpanimfo so wo mani na afiri so a o mo be kai wo mo se obo ya ye adwuma mu ntua ye ka obi timi GS etimi ahwe nyame ani ma twere letter say sa agitation ma mo nya ne working hours na wo ya ibe yiwadi keketi o no na what headquarters ninti ono no ye dua ne ka obede ne wadidi enipa ni abadaye ni tima bio enipa enya baabi tena na ni wura fini ni ase ni e ko haw mu anfa na wanti adwene be na ba utima wo fa pen ni paper e sign sa letter no say na nkati ya for no sinye working hours na yo so mo ba ministry ho be pekete omo mra najo Ghana higher 24-hour economy. Oh, you see, I am making one any adenya me beba no hu keke. Adenya me beba no hu. Se do be sia boy man because
ntia le ka o sa gage no.
untua ne ka waye adwuma 14 months untua ne ka out of frustration enipa ne pour ne heart out wasa the letter abebe threaten ne say so oye no working hours time a ubeyi na di hey baby I draw no keke nyame be kame ya ka say
but that's the way it goes nyame amma wa botra dia ubeka no is
obi a yentua ne ka for 14 months e kom de no wo woka ni bre o Kwaku su se ne be mpanimfo betimi sun aboa no na se bi anya full payment kra no be man half kra obi do ha wo tutu wa bobo bosia ne ade no na wo tenkran ya sa issue letter ka kire mo se wo be ye bi wa ye be yi wadi boni be adwon boni wenya baabi atena wo ho atɔ na fa wo hye wo mu hyiw mu na bisa wo se anso wo ene wo yire ene wo mma se ye ntua wo ka 14 months a so wari ekra hwe bebu hwe o de keke ma me fesa hwe ana ma no
doctor ebu oya o ebu oya yes I can feel the doctor passionate or the kasano but 14 months enye easy why ye juma enye so wo da ho why ye juma ba me call lawyer China ensama ebobo ba no e kire ye beje brensu de awrem si say ye hu say and in the news portal no so na ye ba be fa 7,000 teachers hwe sa atofo se de Haruna Idris war na silent war na e cost behind the scenes no e kire bia da bi nya time ko but si say we to press to force do your president obedi Haruna Idris so be edi so do so ya bi obedi na to force me Haruna Idris no obo the get fund projects no obo the bia Haruna and portals dey be so say Haruna Idris so aka say be for 10,000 teachers there be the kind of 50,000 teachers and 10,000 non-teachers pema and then ato is forcing also there be and then Nkansah memo a year for 7,000 teachers per ato forcing Haruna Idris obiadim we enye secret but na yanko and then 7,000 teachers mon previously the Haruna Idris kai no see 50,000 teachers and 10,000 non-teachers won be say that then e po 7,000 had to force it obegun animase also good animals. Na mu shut the room. Yenu be a remo. Mu room the get fund directors so air the office because they want to frustrate a year Haruna Idris. Miss Yobo the other day. Jai, Baba. But lawyer, I'm round here. Okay, meet you.
Before them fool they na make a crabia found because many aka say we at the time obi who say fuel prices no skyrocketing. The hike no cost no. The point is someone said previously Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a bus of fuel cost no. It took the vice president said obey use innovative way or the best solve us our problem no matter the good people of Ghana. And the Ghana you have say I want to your vice president to be. That is the question I want to pose. Because the point is the vice president will be no. There will be one on a ministry to another ministry. If you want to na oko naming ceremony, na oko funeral. When you say because you fuel no increase no, say budget na omo ye no, omo di kan the 95 pesos. Etu mu budget ni. Diana man focus 1 cedi amente ase. Odi kan the budget no 95 pesos. Edi kan to fuel mu wo budget ni. Owie no obesa besre Ghana for se mu hu me mobo. Na afi na maba ma memu ni ntifu e no me de 1 cedi to so said de be ma power ni nyina begina electricity ne bibia begina ntimi mo ma me 1 cedi wo fu e so ndu de be ka 95 pesos na 1 cedi 95 pesos almost 2 cedis koto 1 idea later asa me na 12 cedis no na o de 2 cedis ato so ama and say o ka fa be say me fa na be 10 liters na che say 2 times 10 na say wo nam be 20 and on kwana 20 cedis so the book ma ebia within some few na asa enti ya na nye 1 cedi
Oshe Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kwan of fast so e de be solve sa problem na me hu say vice president no wo Ghana no e de empa no or ye de afa sa na ma we hu as a vice president. But when it comes to the economy, the Ghana phone ni man say dollar na gina. So when dollar gina, now at the end of the day me fuel prices e kosoro. At the end of the day, we see inflation was down. But me come market me niema bogu so was low. Now me catch the good people of Ghana say next week omo beto to cementing. Me entia me nya no. Omo beto to mu next week na be shoot to say you know. Now my son say next month iron rods and necromatum. Omo de me koto iron rods omo de 2 million cross aka wan say 3 million. So before you realize or 300 Ghana cedis. Before you realize now next month iron rods no I shoot to say kosoro. A dear na vice president in the offer. Ghana is any vice president. Excuse me, with all due respect. Someone who said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, I believe
your vice president. Your vice president.
Yes, your vice president. But they need the effects.
Or perform Nkansah.
Or perform what he may.
Or teacher parts. Not say parts. Lawyer. I'm very serious. I'm very serious. I'm very serious. I'm not joking. Vice President, no, you're interested in
innovative measures, sir. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, etimi credit good for oil wine reserve, oil good for oil. Etimi di gina ho, emma fi oil ne born na aba from the side innovative measures we go from. Again, Vice President no ye.
Monsieur
Ghana fofi so mato ababa am Abama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. But we are not seeing any positive effect of the Vice President when he's in charge of the economy. Only in charge of the economy of the good people of Ghana. Utano. Vice President, the mihuna say ofri ministry where no co-ministry, no co-naming ceremony, no co-funeral. Not Vice President waving asa. That is what the Vice President is doing. Some they should come out boldly and tell me what the Vice President is doing for the good people of Ghana.
So I refer to the constitution. Maybe or not the Obebuakeke or technically.
Obebuakeke can come blame Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
And then there's all kind of more refer to constitution. It's a constitution. Vice President. No, should I near you?
Yes, serious. Auto fuela. And answer auto a year. Auto credit ma umita. Dobe one say nasa. Auto wana fine as dum light. And Ghana is full of mosquitoes. I'm telling you, keke die hunkrano. Light ni dum ne nyame you. But mosquito now be person be real no because I'm now with that hono and tontomu hu ba bi ofiri no abe wura dem or sa be real because the light no okra na e mitigate kakra na sentonto no pesum le sumu no so no otimi locate wo so ho but until o da sumu no ma o locate direct no about already
ba won dey ade ba ko aye be ya sa say Ghana fo aye dey to say dey do so no dey NDC ba o dey do so dey ba it be afa the
keke ma mencho dey ntia Ghana fo aye di no ana make sure say President Mahama o ye smart ne smartness ne mencho clever sa clever na o ye no en say odi kan de national security ni aso ayi no institutions ni hunu na Ghana fo o ye osmacho o ye osmacho o ye osi kofa Jesus Christ bra before ansa ne ama obey o ye yes kofa we bra be no ne de watuma anti ebo Ghana fo hu into obi asimi ntimi nkasa ya hunu bi pen because time na Rollins but it took Professor Dubois and breaky silence no e wo Ghana Professor Dubois may he so rest in perfect peace na Ghana ni bi ntimi nkasa during Rollins' time Professor Dubois ntimi gina platform so on our stage or say I want to tell the Akatabonisu people no catch from Akatabonisu
but when the people are angry I say me na nyeju
no make catch on the ntia o maye din no ene but enye me nwanwa because ya wo country ha mane to land cruiser the man so for bi e mo mo kan o ma no tum titimi nya me nwanwa e bia na bi because underground
oh na say kwa Dr. Lawrence started ba no mo kan LGBT ya na o bi gina ye di
ya bo me His Excellency John Dramani and one say e bo na ba so sa Mahama ya de e de bem pa na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama oba ye waye 24-hour economy atonsuom bibia ni wa kokofo so obetunsuo e wo kokofo afuma ma omo atonsuom President na enkukon ketenkete kra tonsuom etide be mpa na president se wo gina opa na ayi do ye ayi sa is legon ayi sa ayi wo ajiringa no ehonom MP no
Francis Xavier Soso
no nya Xavier Soso the other one Domelo
wo
ko fa ko miensa no de buo kitwa bi no de amobi we hu yetimi atwe ato aba e de ama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enkukon ketenkete Now you don't need to even renew the mandate of, or you shouldn't have renewed the mandate of what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to take the affairs of this nation. Any kwasa o man kwa man ba. Yakofa akoko nsia me nsane de ama wo. Ghana, are we serious at all as a country? Why na broni one until betima akoka we egokon ketenkete no aka 24-hour economy. Amano na wakoto abade ama wo. Hi. Keke. But you really want mama Anna omo efi say omanyo oman no so flamboyant until whatever they like and omo ye. Ono some joy to me ba no akasa Russia di obedwa nanu ma me mechi Russia ni no me yesi o kan ye pram wafka ne sa no afa ne ho adi. Ene ka akase na wotwie. Ade na ade o mayi ko nti adwene nchiri ma ho. Waka abusua wo se abusua na na ado amambo ye abusua ene wudua wan red voter ye de ama no. Da man ye pese ye san de ma no. O man na japade na mo chema mo ho. Joyce Bawa o hye ministry honom ana niema omunya wo honom nya niema ketwa. Edi enti ana omo de family and friends o pa kwa Joyce Bawa ko hwe na ase ni contact na hwan na ase ni wei ni nua omu nyina wa appointment. Enti ade a wo criticize obi ese enye na wo de wo ye the same thing. You preach what virtue and practice what vice. Is it nice?
Oh, but that's lawyer, you be a lawyer and say, but for your information, with him somebody now, with him say, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe, SUA, Sheikh Camille, over defamatory remarks, beer or prior to 2024 elections. Now, some previous I say, Huna, Sheikh Yibeki Kanye. Said Dr. Matthew Poku Prempo no akra no ye gay na fine na just what jitina mu say odim for a fact. So worry at age 57 we see you no say omra no beyi na no and ensema okaye no enti ede sansam no so trend we see you no pa na Abraham and the galamsey tax ne hu kro de benyina no but was President Mahama he said the strategy no o can some dey bia o body cheaper it dey bia you are right say o 6 years was anyhow o body chi say ya no aba medim galamsey no dey medim say call for galamsey pa no admit it that's yes so see bob some oh we didn't have this now we have a president now Ocean Fourth Estate sole source in here oh you are doing a good job bring me the documents. That's yes, I'm
telling you, you're very smart.
Yes, sorry.
Smartness is different from being a con man.
A con man?
No, you see, I was a man who is polite. I mean, so the word smartness and I said smartness. Ubet me nyano, ubet me na clever, and I bet me nyano negative one. I wanted them in Pasamako.
But that's yes, so see, and now we have a president. Previously, we didn't have a president who admits to sign your money. Hey, where's the solution?
I'm family so I'm Nkansah. What is all Nkansah labor organization unions should not expect new renegotiation of conditions of service. We need the team. The issue is that and yes salary who say no come say you to salary man you non negotiate for if you base pay adwumaku bia GM ni you tag me ade your conditions of service are sometimes you negotiate after 3 years ni akwasa ko renew ni enoma ni bi o ha figures you agree on enoma asesa nti abekwa anyim you tag ya omo de 2022 and it take effect 2023, 2024, 2025. And this year, it's likely that negotiations should start. GME, Ghana Medical Association, National Midwifery Association, Omunina professionals, likely say this year, also more negotiation tables. A year for condition of service, not salary. And what should I because I say now, also economy no is booming. The economy is doing well. Economy is doing well. No? You don't want to negotiate with labor unions. You don't want to engage them for renegotiation on their conditions of service.
Running away.
Economy, you know. Kiki, with the wide, you know. economy mese saa asem no afi na eboboba ebe kakra hwe a labor unrest ebe koso no because GM time aso so oba negotiation table a untimi nka say mo ma wo you take time aso a untimi nka say mo ma wo ba won say wa sheda abeto in the air enu nti no bo a
na say ye beto abo se mo ma na track onya ni mu
edo mo call flash staff house ko shia wo owie no ato ama wo mo say atwentwen mo bo. Now they have to go to their constituencies. When I say constituencies, I mean their members to go and meet them. Now where they know they can. What I say? It is any man a choir offer so they are silencing Kofu be. And now people are not. Imagine say Kufu at the time like Nado. Oh guys, this
labor
meet labor union for renegotiation in Kaobeti. But I say what kind?
But maybe want to say early days. Before no, but you can't stop it too. Yo, but doctor no ko wahene champo be da se papa yami age now. Lawyer, and I am common the best fridge. Why? Legal education the matters na be very much interested. Yeah, the best fridge munti yame aduma. Quite be as no ya bashana yes mu adie because we are very much interested pros and cons yalibesia bidi ade Kwaku Kyeremanteng Nkansah keke edie me sorry to be no so na madane baton no dia ma ye akua